From RareGem Productions, this is your Monday morning meeting. Monday morning meeting where we take time to discuss, to get to know a little better, to explore, and to dive deeper. In our morning meeting, we're going to take some time to get to know Michon's Smokehouse.
Well, to be able to give back has been something great because we wouldn't be who we are without the community. And so to say, hey, we haven't forgotten about you. Hopefully you haven't forgotten about us. But we want to let you know how much we appreciate you because we can't look back and say we did any of that 25 years without you.
With owner Michon and her brother, General Manager Eric Tucker. We'll be right back. I'm Jade Harrell.
If you or a loved one are discharged from the hospital and need help, call on Mediplex Home Care and Hospice. With our comprehensive home health services, our professional and caring nurses and therapists will come to your home, assess your medical needs, and work with your doctor to design a plan of care. Mediplex is a Medicare certified agency, which means that Medicare will pay for your home health care needs. Remember that you have a choice in home health care. Let your doctor know that you choose Mediplex Home Care and Hospice.
Are you looking for quality family dining with a one-of-a-kind experience in a friendly atmosphere with cool jazz and entertainment, smoked meats seasoned to perfection, and delicious homemade food? Well, come on in and get to know Michon's Smokehouse Barbecue Bistro with RareGem Productions, proudly presenting, promoting, and producing positive programs. Welcome back, Michon. Coming back to St. Louis.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be back.
Everybody remembers something about Michon's. You say Michon's, almost everybody has a response of what they can recall, what they can remember. Tell us about your journey.
Well, actually, this has been a lifelong dream of my father's. He was in corporate America. When he came out of corporate America and went into retirement in 1989, he came home and he told my mom, he said, well, baby, I think I want to go ahead and do a lounge. And my mom was like, oh, really? So we're going to do a lounge?
Right.
But my father has always had a passion, about the entire lounge feel and good food. So he established Michon's and opened the doors in 1990 on Florissant Road. And at that time, I might have been 9 or 10 years old. It was an honor that he chose to name it after his baby. I say favorite child, but he's just done a phenomenal job with giving an experience like no other. And it's an amazing feeling to kind of grow up in a business, but then to look at it 25 years back and see how many lives it's actually touched.
That's right.
For a restaurant to actually touch you, touch your spirit, that's just different.
That's right. It's become a part of the soundtrack of many of our lives. Now, there's so many memories that people have. What is one of your most vivid memories?
Well, when I was younger, I was too young to really be out in the front of the restaurant at night. So I would hide, and sit back in the office, and I would pop my head out and shoot darts at 11 years old. So, that was but to see people dancing everywhere, everybody just seemed so happy. And I got a chance to go out and throw darts last night.
There you go.
Because it was just what I remembered.
Right. You got a chance to throw darts last night. So that's your homecoming, huh?
It is. Yeah. That was my homecoming.
So tell us about the reunion. You all are coming back to St. Louis. You've had tremendous success in Atlanta as well.
Yes.
Returning to St. Louis will make a lot of people very happy. Tell us about what's happened since you left and then why you're coming back and what we can look forward to.
Well, when we left St. Louis in 2001, we had a very good, warm reception in Atlanta. And it was just really nice to see how many people that knew us from St. Louis that have probably relocated to Atlanta or had family in Atlanta. They were like, make sure you go to Michon's. And when this location became available, my brother called and he was like, I found a new home for Michon's in St. Louis. And it was like, okay.
You sounded like your mom at that point.
Right. Okay. We've been gone from St. Louis for 13 years, but still always had a very good connection with St. Louis. When we decided to, we prayed about it, discussed it, and we knew that it was going to be a strong commute for us, but it just felt right to be able to come back home and do it upright. So we sat down and collaborated, and we were like, man, what if we just do a family reunion? Because Michon's felt like a family. Even the staff that worked for Michon's originally, 90% of them worked all 13 years we were open here.
Yeah.
So when we left, that was like, my dad actually felt like he was leaving kids behind. But to be able to open the doors and say, let's have a down-home family reunion for a restaurant, like, man, it's just cool.
It's a great idea. Your dad not only, he may have felt like he left family, but it was also leaving community, so to speak, for a time, because you were very engaged with our community as well. And that's the same as you return. It's a part of your fabric. It's a part of your mission, I understand. Tell me more about that.
Well, to be able to give back has been something great, because we wouldn't be who we are without the community. And so to say, hey, we haven't forgotten about you. Hopefully you haven't forgotten about us. But we want to let you know how much we appreciate you, because we can't look back and say we did any of that 25 years without you.
Right. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody that could say they have forgotten.
Yeah.
You trigger some good memories there. Tell me about the new model of the business, the new management. So you're at the helm now. You're driving the ship, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I actually went to medical school, and I sat down and had a really long talk, with my dad. And he said, you know what? I'm going to let you know that when I'm dead and gone, you can either do one or two things. You can sell it or you can continue on with it. And at that time, I wanted to make sure that, my job as a child is to hold my parents' arms up, and to take his vision further. So I decided to look into the restaurant business, and it started becoming a passion of mine. And Michon's has grown and matured in Atlanta. So if you remember St. Louis, it was a nice spot, laid back. And then in Atlanta, we grew a little bit and became from Michon's Barbecue and Fish to Michon's Smokehouse and Seafood. So, we've kind of like fine-tuned the establishment. So you can either dress up when you come, you can be casual when you come, but you're always going to be comfortable.
Right.
It's always going to be a comfortable atmosphere.
Sounds like the restaurant has made a similar journey as its namesake.
Yes. I'd like to say so myself.
So coming back mature and seasoned and experienced, what can we look forward to? Give us the invitation to this reunion.
Man, we want people to come out, have a good time, have some good food. We still got the bologna sandwich. Somebody asked me, they're like, are you going to have the bologna sandwich? Of course. Atlanta was like, bologna?
Right.
I was like, don't worry. St. Louis,
they're down, yeah.
But we want people to come out and just have a good time. I'm going to have old pictures from the first Michon's, so they'll be able to see how they looked back in the day.
How about that?
We're going to have live entertainment, just how we've always done it.
Yeah.
We've always provided just a full roundabout experience. So no, you're not just going to come sit down and eat. You're going to come party.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
And we look forward to that. Okay, Eric, we'll bring you in on the conversation. Tell me more about the great world-famous smokers and the world-famous chicken wings.
The smokers, to begin with, is the key to the whole restaurant, I think, because, we want to create a great product, and we went out and we got the Southern Pride smokers, and these wings are amazing to begin with. It's kind of like my dad's tradition of what he created and how to cook them, and to kind of teach me, how to work these smokers, and it's an experience. But along with how the smokers work and the beauty of what they look like, it's amazing. So when we put them in our kitchen and get the setup all done and do all the work, it's a really great process. So it takes a lot to produce a good product, and I think that we teamed with Southern Pride to bring the smokers in from Tennessee, and they look really amazing in our kitchen, and just it's a amazing process to get such a great product out to our guests, and so that's the vision of our look for that.
So what about your memory? Share with me a Michon memory that you have.
I think my biggest memory, like Natalie, who's kind of a lot younger than I am, of course, but nevertheless, I've got 10 years on her. And so one of my biggest memories is having Earthquake in the restaurant. And I was sitting in the front row, and here we are, with some guys, and this guy has no idea who I am. And I don't think he really cared who I was, because it's comedy. And so he just ripped me. I mean, he just really got me really good. And so I think that's probably one of the biggest things about my biggest memory, because he had no idea who I was. I was just sitting there, and he just, the whole time just played me. And then later on, after we got done, I think Dad had said something to him, and he's just like, oh, man, you know.
It was like
I had
having
no idea.
roast.
Yeah, I was getting roasted completely. And so he had no idea who I was. And so it was pretty funny.
That is lots of fun because that's a real comfortable, intimate environment. You all are very connected to the community. Tell me about the fundraiser you have coming up.
We are having a fundraiser in support of Mavis Thompson, and which is Midday for Mavis. I think it's a great opportunity for us to align ourselves with the community and what's happening in the community, as well as I think, Michon's in general. It's a great opportunity. We're coming back to the community. The community has been very supportive to us over the 25 years that we either have been gone or even been in St. Louis, from Atlanta to St. Louis. And so this is a great opportunity for us to show our support for the community and to be out in the face of the community. It's a great opportunity for us to lay ground as to us returning. And we're not basically, choosing sides here. We just want to be a part of helping the community to grow and helping the community to know that we're out to be a part of the community. And this is a great avenue. And Midday with Mavis gives the community a chance to come in, see Michon's, and as well, to show their support to the leadership that St. Louis has.
Mm-hmm. And this reminds me of times before when we could go to our businesses. They were places for meeting and coming together and brainstorming and working together and doing things that really help build. And we're missing that. So it's a welcome return that you're bringing that here. But you're also available for meetings. And describe your new digs.
Describing the new dig is almost like not sitting in this chair, because every time I think about it, it's really, really exciting. That's because nice. We really have an amazing venue. We have a conference room for businesses that are business leaders, anyone that wants to come, that holds about 30 people. And so you could have an office meeting down there where we can supply lunches and brunch for you. It's a conference room for just an intimate private meetings, as well as we have our restaurant part of it that is, basically family friendly, casual dining. We want you to come in and be relaxed, and we want to, create a great chicken wing, smoked wing atmosphere for you to come and just enjoy our food. Mm-hmm. And, of course, there's the other avenue, which is kind of the lounge side, which gives you that relaxing home feeling that you just want to put your feet up, relax, and in the lounge area. And that gives you the whole Michon's experience, where we have the venue to bring a live band into our establishment. And don't ever forget that we do have a sidewalk cafe, which is kind of new to all of us. But as we acclimate into that, that's a wonderful time for you to sit out and enjoy, be outside on the patio, and you can just enjoy Michon's.
This is going to be great. A pillar, once again, in our community, a great place to go for good food, entertainment, and an experience. Welcome back, Michon's, for our family reunion. Michon's Smokehouse at 10th and Washington.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is there a phone number?
You can call us at 314-833-5116. To make reservations and to come out and take a look at possibly renting space in the building. Like I said, we have a beautiful lounge room that can be turned into a beautiful banquet room. We've had all sorts of offers right now and reservations for performing family reunions, weddings, just having corporate events in this facility. So the dates are locking up, but we'd really love to have people call and, come down and look at our new digs and do our great food.
Certainly. Well, we can't wait to come back home. Michon's is back with the family reunion at Michon's Smokehouse. It's a family and jazz experience at 10th and Washington. We can't wait to see you there.
I can't wait to see you.
All right. Learn more and visit us at michons.com, MICHONS.com. Phone number 314-833-5116, 314-833-5116 for reservations or to plan your next great event. If you'd like to be a guest or be featured on Monday Morning Meeting, please send an email to info@RareGemProductions.com. That's info@RareGemProductions.com or call 805-RARE-GEM. This is your Monday Morning Meeting with Jade Harrell, another positive production of RareGem Productions, proudly presenting, promoting, and producing positive programs. Learn more at OneRareGem.com. That's OneRaregem.com. Thanks for listening.